This is the start to the finish of another project that I'm doing. This is the wood. Not really 1x, they're like 1/2 inch by. And first of all, I got to clean them up. They got little tags and staples in them. I got to take all that off. Here, it's kind of a paint stain, and it's gonna kind of match this, maybe a little different. I don't know if you can see that, but it's Vicksburg paint, solid color, and it's waterproof, so it's made for a fence and that kind of stuff, decks, all back and front, top and bottom, sides, everything. And then when I put these up, I'll go ahead and give another coat to the exposed part, the part they can see. So I'm going to clean these up. I'll probably put you on time lapse, and then
I'm sure I will miss a staple and lacerate my hand or finger. Oh well, I have plenty of blood.
shake it up. It was taken just a few weeks ago when I bought it. So there's up here. These are handy. I think you can open up a bottle of pop or beer or whatever with the other end. And these are handy. I got about 3 or 4 of them, but I keep losing them. So I always keep one real handy now. Since it's spring and I'll be doing a lot of painting and that kind of stuff. It looks like it'll probably look a little different than that on here. It'll probably dry a little lighter. I don't know, maybe darker. We'll find out. What this part involves. These are nice too. They clip on the lids, on the tops, the paint cans. If you do it right, they will save from getting paint in around and on the front. And got to straighten it out here. But put this up here so I got it handy. I won't spill any of this. Oops, got to stir here. Never forget to stir. There's always, it'll go with the gray on the house. So I look like a circus around here, but that's okay. Let it be a circus. I'm going to go ahead and get this ready and put you on time lapse and see how we can do that.
I'm just painting up a storm. Hope it doesn't rain.
Bring you back, show you how I do this. I got the roller. I didn't want too big a one, so I got a smaller one. And on these, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 edges. You got to do all 6. The way I do it is start with the face. I should have went through and figured out which ones were the best and not, the worst and the middle ones. This way is a problem. The other way, you can always screw it in tighter or adjust it. You use screws on these. But what I do is I go get a little bit on there, and I hit the edges, make sure all the edges are covered. Make sure I always get the edge pretty much. With this, what's nice about this is the color is so different than what the wood is. It's easy to make sure you covered everything. But I always like to get the paint with a primer in it. I still use a primer, on stuff that I really should have at least one good coat of primer. But I get paint with primer, and this isn't it because it's kind of a stain. And then just go around all these edges like that. Oh, I forgot. School's in session. Teacher! Teacher! like that. Tighter there. You can just go real quick. Make sure there's no extra like runs or whatever. And you just continue on. Just cover all 6 sides. Front, back, side, top, bottom. That way it'll last a lot longer. I use cedar whenever I redo like when I redo this, when I'm going to redo it, I'll take that 1x off underneath the rain gutter and I'll match it up with a cedar piece. Before I even put it up, I might pre-cut it. Before I put it up, I paint it all around. I'll prime it, give it a good coat of paint, maybe 2, and then when I put it up, I paint it again, and then every couple of years I'll paint it, 5 years or whatever, I'll paint it again. But I've got one on the other side that's been there probably 3 years. It looks just as good as the day it was there when it was new. Put it in there first. This is a section. My video is called Random Thoughts and Idiosyncrasies, or something like that. Idiosyncrasies? No, can't be that. I don't sound like it. Well, back to the lesson or question or answer or whatever. You ever wonder why since World War I, World War II, and Korea, that all the wars seem to be fought, that the United States fights, is in places that's warm and not cold? Well, I think I figured it out the other day. I was watching some old videos of congressmen and presidents going to war zones. And I realized, when they set up these wars to fight for their whatever they're fighting for, soldiers fighting for his country, but you wonder why they're in warm places. Well, it's because these senators, congressmen, presidents, politicians, bigwigs don't want to go to some cold climate. So they start these wars in places where it's warm. This is my section of video that I call Rambling with Jim, or Bob, or Bill, or Jack. I also call it, Did You Really Know That? Okay, back to painting and talking, I guess. I hope everything's working, the camera and the microphone. I got a wireless microphone that I try to put in my hat because I put it down here. I think it catches the sound better. It's a little tip for anybody that has wireless mic. They have to wear around their mouth somewhere, babbling. But and if you can hear that music, I don't know, I'm gonna have to take it down. I don't want YouTube to put me in YouTube jail because all that money I'm making on YouTube, that's just, there's some months I bring in $20,000. I don't know, man. Something's good going on. That $20,000, it helps out. But yeah, I think I'll probably just turn it down so you can't hear it and they won't flag it. whatever, break the rules and take away my monthly check of, average between 20 and 30,000 a month I make on YouTube. A lot of people want to know how. I'm really not going to let that secret out. As you can look at my site, it only shows like maybe 6 or 7 subscribers, but I got it figured out. I don't need subscribers. I'm messing. Sorry, YouTube. I'm checking out algorithms. That's what they call it. And I somehow got it figured out to where it looks like I'm getting long views over and over. I don't know if you can tell if it's the same person or not, but I got it figured out to where it's even better than having a lot of subscribers. But the secret to do that, to make the $20,000 to $30,000 a year, I've really been doing this a couple of years. The secret is up here. So if you all want to learn how to make $20,000 to $30,000 a month on YouTube without having to have a bunch of subscribers, at the end of this video, I'll have an address, an email address you can email, and you'll get a return email from a guy named Joe, and it'll say, "Fooled ya." No, I don't make no $20,000 a month on YouTube. Heck, I'm only making maybe $5,000 or $6,000. That was wrong too. I don't make anything on YouTube, but I do it because I enjoy doing this. I've always been interested in music, and another project plan I'm doing is I'm going to start doing my own music for my YouTube videos. I got a studio that I built years ago in the first shed over there I bought. But the problem is I've had so many things going on the last year that I really haven't had much time to get in there and do anything. But that's another project I'm going to do. It's like guy from Shed by the Tracks. He does his own music, and he has some videos on him doing music, and he's good. Very, very good. Excellent. The funny thing is, he's into music, guitars, I'm sure, trains, cats, YouTube videos, and cars. So, I mean, I think he's a pretty good guy. But if you want to make $1 million, or become a millionaire on YouTube, you might as well find another line of work. You and my wife wants to change the decorations out front of the house to the summer, which is more or less 4th of July, Memorial Day stuff, which I enjoy doing. We got some just late spring stuff up now, or early mid-spring. It'll be summer here in another month, I guess. Going fast. We've had kind of a long winter. It wasn't terrible drink. Of course, now that I'm retired, see, I don't have to drive to work. Or vodka, one of the two. Jim, if it ain't broke, fix it. Where dreams are crushed, but they're good dreams. I just do oddball stuff around here.